Hey there everyone. Most of us monitor our voice via our ears, and that's all well and good until you're in a performance situation where your foldback is poor and you can't hear yourself very well. And that's why it's extremely important that you learn to sing with feeling.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hi, and welcome to Voice Essentials, where we develop your voice and improve your sound. My name is Dr. Dan, and I'm a contemporary singing voice specialist. And it's my job to help singers, just like you, to get the very best out of their voice. Now, one of the very first things I do with all of my singing students is direct their attention to their whole instrument. We spend so much time as singers worrying about how we sound that we often neglect how we feel. Now, in this video, I'm not talking about your emotional state or well-being, I'm talking about your kinesthetic awareness. Big word, but the dictionary defines kinesthesia as an awareness of the position and movement of the parts of the body by means of sensory organs in the muscles and joints. Your body, that is your instrument, is talking to you all the time. The big question is, are you listening? Are you listening to the continuous stream of messages that your voice is providing you about the physical nature of your sound?
Sound check.
So what kind of messages is your instrument relaying? Well, there are many, but let's focus in on three. The first is your overall body alignment. Your stature on stage not only says a lot to your audience about your performance and what they might expect, it also says a lot to you about what you might anticipate from your voice. Lazy posture generally leads to a lazy sound, and equally a rigid posture typically leads to a rigid sound. The next time you stand up to sing, take a moment to feel your alignment. Your stance should be energized, buoyant, and balanced. A second point of kinesthetic awareness for the singer is their laryngeal position. Your larynx is a floating mechanism housed within your neck. Now, I like to describe the larynx as a buoy on the water, a B-O-U-Y. The buoy needs to have the freedom to move with the swell of the body of water it's floating in. In a similar fashion, your larynx needs to be free enough to move with the swell of a given song. If your larynx is surrounded by too much neck tension, then your sound will not be free. Now, we never want the larynx to be continuously held high or constantly pushed low. Now, you can start to monitor the position of your larynx by singing a 5-note scale. Place your index finger and your thumb either side of your larynx and sing the scale moving up and down in semitone increments. Ya, 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 ya. Now, what is your larynx doing? Now, remember, it's okay for your larynx to move with the up and down movement of the scale, but the movement should not be exaggerated, and it shouldn't move up, for example, and stay up. The larynx should always return to a neutral position within your neck. Now, before I give you the final tip on monitoring the kinesthesia of your voice, I'd love it if you'd take a quick moment to hit the like button. Your feedback helps me know how helpful the information in my videos are for your overall vocal development.
Sound check.
Possibly the hardest physical place to monitor for the singer is the pharynx. The pharynx is the back of your throat, and it has very low levels of sensory feedback. Think about it, if you had high levels of sensation back there, you'd feel every single swallow of every single day, and that wouldn't be overly pleasant. This being said, the pharynx helps the singer form tonal qualities. A lazy pharynx, and you guessed it, you get lazy tone, and a rigid pharynx, and the tone will often be too bright and shrill. Getting in touch with your pharyngeal space can take some time. You can start by yawning and feeling the air rush into your mouth and down through your vocal tract. And just before the yawn reaches its full climax, you may be aware of your soft palate lifting and your pharyngeal wall widening. Now try and sing a comfortable note, ya, and see if you can maintain that pre-yawn shape. It's hard, and it may take you a few months to become aware of the subtle sensations way back there in the back of your throat.
Sound check.
Now, we've only mentioned 3 points of vocal kinesthetics in this video, but I'd love for you to leave a comment below outlining other points of physical feedback that our instruments provide us when we sing. There's wisdom in the counsel of many, so I'd love for the whole community here at Voice Essentials to hear your voice and your experience. Here at Voice Essentials, I want to develop your voice and improve your sound. And every month I upload new videos just like this one that will provide you with tips and tricks and instructions on how to get the very best out of your voice. You can have the voice you've always wanted. So if you want to engage with the latest information available to contemporary vocalists, then I eagerly invite you to join our ever-increasing family of singers from across the globe who are realizing the full potential of their voice. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and you're a part of the Voice Essentials family. It's that easy. So until I see you in the next Voice Essentials video, I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.